Hi Chris, my name is Juan Esteves. I work for Básquet Plus, and I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite moment or memory playing in Toronto?
Man, oh, I would, I probably would say going to the playoffs for the first time here. And even though we didn't win the series, it was such an exciting time. That was my first taste of playoff basketball, and the fans here are unbelievable, especially during that time. And it was just a lot of hard work, and I was an all-star that year, and so many great things just happened. It was just an overall fun season in the city with the teammates I had. It was really, really good time to be here, especially in the beginning of basketball. Now they're pros. They're used to success, and they're trying to advance in the postseason. So it was a great experience for me.
It's been a tough year for you. What happened to you last year? Can you reflect a little bit about that? And did you ever think about not making it back to the NBA as a player?
Well, I mean, yeah, it went through my loss very briefly, but it's a part of it. Being in that situation, I got through that. I was able to really reconnect with the game of basketball in a different way. My family was always there supporting me and giving me, the confidence that I needed to get back in shape and get back to playing basketball the way I know how. And it's been a great ride. I mean, as tough as it was in the beginning, it was for a reason, I think. And now I'm here, and that's all that matters. I'm healthy, I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to playing more basketball.
Countries in the globe, and they're going to be asking questions. So we're going to start with our first question from Berlin.
Hello there, this is Daniel Peters for Bild-Zeitung. My question is about the comment of Charles Barkley considering Steph Curry. He called him just a great shooter and not a great playmaker. Kevin Durant, could you please take a comment on that and share your view on the topic? Thanks.
Well, I don't think Charles Barkley watches basketball. I mean, he just, whatever he says is just kind of like for shock value. So I'm sure players don't listen to him. He's a respected basketball mind, but most of the time he doesn't even watch basketball. So now what he says about players, you just take it with a grain of salt. But, he played at a high level for a long time, and we, all of us players really, appreciate his game, but his takes on the game sometimes, just could be for shock value.
Thank you so much. Our next question comes from Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires, please unmute your phone and ask your.
Thanks, Kevin, for having you. My name is Javier Prieto Astigarraga. I'm a journalist from newspaper La Nación from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And as you know, this is the first time of an All-Star game outside the U.S. I would like to know if you think it's possible in the future to have an All-Star game outside an NBA city, for example, in South America.
Yeah, that would be fun. Of course the travel would be difficult, but the NBA has worked so many great things out. I'm sure they can do it, but that would be cool to see, man. Hopefully it happens when I'm still in the NBA. So that would be amazing. I'm sure. I'm glad guys are thinking about that, because those fans down there definitely need something to see other than just a preseason game. So it would be fun.
Just want to ask a question. With talk of free agency and obviously your contract discussions coming up at the end of the season, could you just share light as to, have you made plans around what's your next move, or have you made up your mind?
No, it's too early to think about it, man. We still got second half of the season to play, and I don't want to take my focus off my teammates and my organization. Think about myself. That'd be selfish. So they need all of me every single day, and I'm just trying to give them that. And we'll talk about that when the time comes. I know it's a hot topic for some people, but I'm really just trying to focus on being the best player I can be every day.
Thank you so much. Our next question comes from Spain.
Hi. Now, Hi, Kevin. Congratulations on the All-Star, and thanks for having us. I've got a question about the game. You are the highest scoring player in the history of the All-Star game. You have 26.0 points per game. We all know this is Kobe's last All-Star game, so I wanted to know if the game goes that way, and he decides to go for the MVP, would you let him?
I'm trying to think as Kobe. Kobe was that age that his last game. He went out there and played the way he played. So I'm just gonna go out there and play my game, and whatever happens, happens, man. And I'm definitely going to get Kobe involved because he's gonna be on the team. But I'm just gonna play my game and see what happens.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Mexico City.
For the first time in history, 3 teams get at least 40 wins before the All-Star break. Do you think that you guys play at the same level that Golden State and San Antonio?
Yeah, I think we play at the same level. I mean, I was out 7 games and we lost 4 of those games. So obviously, I feel like if I'd have played those games, we'd have won. But I think we're at a great level right now. Guys are playing, at a nice pace. Those teams are playing historically well. But I like where we are right now as well. So, it's gonna be a fun second half.
Thank you so much. Our next question.
It's Daniel Peters from Berlin, journalist from Bild. First, congrats to your first All-Star nomination. I hope you're having a great time. Your team, the Golden State Warriors, are standing at 4 losses right now within the season. Is this a possible record of beating the legendary Bulls? Is this a extra motivation for you guys, or are you just keep on playing every game?
First off, thank you. And, it's not really extra motivation for us. At the end of the day, if we won 73 games and didn't win the championship, no one would care. So for us to win the championship is all the motivation that we need. I think that's enough motivation in itself. To win 73 games, would it be special? Absolutely. But it's not a focus of ours on a day-to-day basis where we talk about it like, we need to win 73 games. Like, we need to do this to win 73 games. Our goal is every time we step on the floor to get better in preparation for April, May, and June. And if we do that, that's kind of what it is for us. Winning 73 isn't the end-all, be-all, but winning the championship is.
Thank you so much. Our next question comes from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Hi, Draymond. My name is Juan Esteves. I work for Básquet Plus, and I wanted to know, after coming out of Michigan State, if you expected to be an All-Star.
I've always believed in my abilities and thought I was good enough to do this or good enough to do that. But, coming out as a 35th pick, you never know if you're going to get the opportunity to play those type of minutes to be an All-Star. You never know what type of role you're going to play. You don't even know if you're going to make the team as a 35th pick. So to say, like, coming out of Michigan State, I knew I'd be an All-Star is a lie. Did I believe that I could possibly do it? Absolutely. I've always had high confidence in myself. But to say that I knew this or expected this, I can't lie and say that because it's not true.
You guys going better than the 72-10 record. I was just wondering, what's the ceiling for this Golden State team? Could you possibly be looking at an undefeated season if your potential is that high?
Well, we already lost one game, so we can't go on. But
I meant next season. Sorry. If you continue to grow as a team.
We got to worry about this season. We have to continue to get better. I think when you work, I don't think there's a such thing as a ceiling. So. We'll just continue to work and try to get better and focus on this season. You never know what happens next season. You never know if this. I know for a fact this particular team won't be together again ever. Like in the NBA, there's always at least one move that will happen, and so this particular team will never be together again. You have to enjoy it now. Enjoy it with my brothers, and that's what we try to do. Next year is next year. We have to try to get a championship.
Thank you so much. We'll go to Johannesburg.
Hi, Draymond. Tola from Supersport in South Africa. Just one question. If there's 2 seconds on the clock and you guys are down by 1 3-point shot and it's in your hands, do you pass it to Kobe, keep it, or pass it to Steph Curry?
No, honestly, I want to give it to Kobe, and he's proven that take that shot numerous times. But if we're in a real game, I got to go to Steph, so I got to show that same thing.
Thank you so much
No
for
problem.
joining us today.
And I would like to. I know you are a very close friend of Kobe, and if I understand, this is your first time as a rival of him in the All-Star game. And what do you think you will feel this last All-Star game for him? Would it be an experience, a different experience from you because your friend is saying goodbye to everybody?
Yeah, it's going to be an emotional game. It's going to be an emotional moment. I'm sure of that. But I'll be happy for him. You know, it's just something really special to be able to enjoy your last season the way he's doing it. He's announced it. He's took the pressure off his shoulders. He's really just embracing every single game, and I think what he's going to do is just try to do the same here in the All-Star game. You know, put up a show for the fans, enjoy those minutes that he's going to be on the floor, and I'm just happy to be a part of it as well, as a friend, as a former teammate. You know, it's going to be fun, and I'm going to feel proud and happy for him.
Thank you so much. Our next question comes from London.
Hi, Paul Stoller here from Johannesburg. I just want to ask, in terms of the Bulls, the last couple of years have been tough with you guys with the injury of Derrick Rose. Now, how have you guys, and now you've lost Thibodeau, obviously, with a new coach. How has the transition been, knowing that, you know, D Rose is still in recovery mode, as per se, new coach, and Jimmy Butler is a rising star? How have you guys put this all together, and where do you guys see yourselves 2 years from now?
Well, it definitely a change with the coaching change, because it makes you have to adjust and learn a new system, and certain dynamics will absolutely be different. But you know, the franchise and team, you hope that that's for the better of the team, and you know, and that might take a little time. So we understand that, and not that we're trying to overlook this year, because this year, I think, to us and to me, is very important. You know, you can't just think, oh, well, we'll just be better next year. No, it's not going to work out that way. But we have some key injuries. Derrick has been pretty healthy this year overall, but hopefully he will stay healthy and he will be stronger, especially this last part of the season. Jamie's out now, Nico's out, Joakim Noah is out, and he's probably going to be out for the rest of the season. Mike Dunleavy has been out the entire season, just played the last 3 games. So we've had a lot of injuries that have really affected our performance. So hopefully we'll get healthier and we'll be ready to face this last part of the season in a better condition.
Thank you so much. For our last question, we go to Madrid, Spain.
Oh.
Hola, Pau, asking you from Spain. Looking at how the Bulls season has gone so far, have you thought about what you do next summer with potential free agency?
No, not really. Right now, I just want to focus and spend my efforts and energy on trying to make the best out of this season and see if we can improve our situation and really have an opportunity to go far into the playoffs. Once the season is over, then I will be ready to analyze my situation to see what's happened with our team and what should I do going forward.